Okay, awal-awal tadi tak record. Jadi yang awal tu sebenarnya first kali, of course lah, buka my Geran. Pastikan account ada lah. Kalau tak ada account boleh boleh pergi ke RMC untuk minta account. Okay, sebab kita kena verification daripada RMC. Jadi buat dulu, kalau tak silap saya buat dulu. Tapi kalau nak selamat tanya RMC lah. Saya dah lupa dah sebab dah lama. Okay, login. Okay, kalau terlupa forget password lah. Okay. Okay, benda pertama sekali yang saya fokuskan adalah profile lah. Kali pertama, sebelum buat apa-apa, profile update dululah. Nanti susah nak set. Selepas tu, sebab kena verify, jadi cuba isi dulu. Okay. So, pergi tekan nama tadi. Okay. Pergi kat personal info. Kena update lah semua. Qualification. Tekan edit kat bawah ni. Okay. So, untuk hash index ni, kena ambil daripada Scopus lah. Kena update yang terbaru. Okay, kalau siapa yang tak tahu macam mana nak check. Okay, saya cadang. Okay. Dapatkan paper Scopus dulu. Okay, untuk saya pun tak ingat nama paper saya. Okay. Okay, of course Google paling bagus lah kalau nak cari-cari benda-benda ni. Saya check kat Google dulu. Okay. Okay, lepas tu pergi kat Scopus. Okay, scopus.com. Okay, boleh search nama tapi, okay, author tapi selalu tak dapat. Kelemahan lah ni, dia punya indexing tak cukup bagus. Tapi kalau nak senang, cari artikel kita sendiri. Okay. Pastikan ada dalam Scopus lah artikel tu. Lepas tu tekan nama ni kat authors. So kita akan dapat ni lah. So pastikan update. Contoh tekan ni. Okay, ni kita punya ID lah. Okay, boleh nampak citation ni, hash index ni boleh masuk dalam ni. Dan benda ni nanti print screen, tekan titik 3 ni. Print dan save as PDF. Upload ke sini. Okay, upload. Lepas tu tekan save lah. Lepas tu project, kena masukkan. Project ni ikut Geran lah. Geran apa-apa member pun masukkan. Okay, masukkan yang berkaitan lah. Kalau banyak sangat, masukkan yang berkaitan dengan kita punya proposal saja. Application bersama, masukkan yang proposal. Dan juga yang terbaru. Okay, nak menunjukkan kita aktif, masih aktif buat research. Dan yang berkaitan nak menunjukkan kita ada pengalaman buat proposal yang kita nak buat ni. IP, of course, masukkan IP yang ada. Supervisor, kalau boleh masukkan lah. Tajuk, dia nak tengok tajuk tu. Berkaitan semua kan. Teaching. Okay, consultation, service, apa-apa semua ni lah. Okay, dah siap update ni. Barulah buat Geran. Okay. Okay, macam biasalah. New. Pilih FRGS 1. Okay. So, proceed. So, bila dah create tu, nanti dia akan ni lah. Okay. So, of course, yang first kali kena pilih tajuk lah. Tajuk, keyword. Tajuk kena bombastic lah. Okay, you have to make sure your title is very good. Okay. So, title your title for this one. Okay, wait . Okay, so you can use this. Okay, maybe okay. So this one, okay, you can scan this. Okay, scan this. Look at the slide. Okay. Slide number this one. Okay, the title. Okay. Title should avoid some of these words. Study, investigation, research, okay. Development, application. This one try to avoid. Okay, you can look at this. So title needs to be bombastic. Okay, means that it is very good. Okay, don't have this one. Okay, don't have any nothing word. Okay, empty word. Okay, and try to include the, for example, very new method. For example, if we want to use a very new method, if you have a gap, put it here. Okay, keyword of course. And then this is your info. Make sure it is updated. And then this one, you have to include your research domain, cluster. Okay, for this one, you have to look at the talk from Prof. Isa. Okay, so for this one, try to open. I have recorded it. Okay. Okay, maybe it's here. Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, a more detail on this one, you can put it here, and let me share the QR. Okay, you can scan it. Okay, so this talk about this, anything information about this. Okay, information about this one, research cluster and everything, you have to include it. Okay, and then the duration for this year 2022, you have to start from 1 August and end with 31 July. 3 years 2025, 2 years is 2024. Okay, so for the other researcher, you have to include this. Okay, you have to add member, you have to search it. Okay, which university and everything, or if you want to use ID, okay, the ID you need to know lah. For this one, okay, you can see here at the account, this is the ID. Okay, not the UTM ID, the migrant ID. You can use that to search. Okay, okay, so make sure the role, okay, you have to clearly explain what is the role of this. Okay, and if you want to add a government agency or foreign institution, okay, you have to add, you have to register them in the migrant, okay, to be added here. Okay, if not mistaken, it is only 4 only you can add. Okay, make sure you also check who is the next appointed leader, and make sure you check the manual, okay, or FRGS, who is allowed for the FRGS. Okay, because the next leader needs to also can be follow the guidance. Okay, so what else? Okay, so this one you have to include the research you do in the last 3 years. Okay, and the research are related to you. Okay, and then this one, the publication for the last 5 years and the research that is related to you. Okay, okay, that's it. Okay, so I think the next for those who already learned about my talk, okay, follow my talk previously, I said that the related one, okay, this one is actually the last 3 years. So this one is the last 5 years. I forget to tell that. Okay, so that's it. Continue with the recording.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, okay, good. Okay.
Okay, so continue.
Executive summary last, Executive summary last.
Yeah, when you want to do executive summary, should be last. Okay. Okay, next is the problem statement. Okay, so if you look here, the problem statement, you have to explain what the problem with the current status of the research. I think most of you can do this. This is the standard, just a standard practice. No different than the paper. You have to share what is the problem with the current research. Okay. So if you look here, for me, I said that PV generate heat. Okay, so that is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So so I want to use TEG. So TEG can use that heat to produce electricity. Okay, that is the problem statement. So the problem right now, okay, the first one is the sizing. How much? Okay, how much PV, how much TEG needs to be used? Okay, so this one, how to control it and determine is it cost effective or not. So that is the problem. Make sure this one, I think most of you can do it. This is just a standard problem statement. Okay. So hypothesis, you have to provide hypothesis. So basically what you think will happen when you do this research. Okay. So for me, the efficiency and the COE of the TEG improve the system with the use of Lion. Okay. And then you have to create a research question. Okay. This one, usually we relate to the problem statement. Okay. So you have to create this in the form of question. Okay. So for me, I have 3, right? So is the ALO is exact the maximum power. So this one is the second problem. Okay. And then the cost effective, also this one, the third problem. Okay, and this one I just want to compare. I think this one. Okay, so you have to relate the problem statement with your research question. What you expect to find from your problem. Okay, from your research and from your problem. And any questions so far before we proceed? Okay, if no, we continue with the literature review. So literature review, they give some. Okay, literature review. This one, number 4. So literature review, you have to provide reference and make sure the reference is very new. Okay, usually they want most of the reference is less than 5 years. Okay, if possible, a lot of it within 2 or 3 years. Okay, so make sure you.
Razman, dengar
Yes.
tak?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. What you want? Is there any want to ask?
No, just now is a bit lag. Okay, literature review, then relevance to government policy tu yang kena relate dengan tu dengan vision apa tu? Okay.
Yeah. This
Vision
one.
2030.
Yeah. This one is too
Itu
simple
je lah,
actually.
tulis macam itulah. Tulis macam itu je kan, sikit je kan.
It's better to be more detailed actually. Okay. Better to
Ini
be
macam
detailed.
Dr. Azman tulis berapa ayat ni? 1-2 ayat. 1-3.
But
1-2-3 ayat je lah.
Yeah, this one is still too simple. Make sure you know which shared prosperity vision 2030 is used. Okay. So I think shared vision 2030 I think has 40, right? I forget. For this one, you have to look at Prof. Isa. Okay. The talk from Prof. Isa. Okay, this one I think. Yes. Perancangan persediaan proposal bagi permohonan dana penyelidikan KPT 2022. So he talk about this. Okay. So if you want to write this, okay. Where is it? Okay, make sure you try to relate everything. RMK 12 NPA, okay, National Priority Area, okay, research domain, and then you have to include the KEGA, okay. So this one I don't include the KEGA, okay. Better to include the KEGA. Which KEGA you included, okay, and then you need to know what is the WRB, okay. 2030, which one? Okay, it has 3 terms. Okay, WRP. Okay, where is it? WRB. I think this one is WRB. Okay, this one is WRB. You have to specify. It has 3 terms. I think. 4. I don't know in English. It's called penggalak. Okay. 4 penggalak and 14 driver. Okay. So you have to include that. Okay, you have to include all the policy. Okay, and then also you have to include the 1010 MySTIE. Okay, just to know, just look at this talk. It explains everything. Okay, so that is the government policy. Okay, And also, if you want to upload a picture, you can kat sini, this here. You can upload a picture to support your literature review. Okay. Any question on the literature review and the government policy? Okay. This one I think is quite important because they want to know what is the policy that you cover. Okay.
Dr. Razman.
Yes.
Dr. Razman, for literature review, how many papers should be included in our proposal?
Okay, they don't have specific, but usually they ask for 20. Okay. For me, I think 20. Okay. It's around 20. 20 reference, and make sure the reference is very new. Okay, they usually look at that. And the literature review needs to support your title. Okay, need to support everything. Okay, what is the current method available, the limitation, the advantages. Okay, that one they want to see. Okay, reference. Okay, any? Before I continue?
Dr. Razman.
Yes?
How about the budget? Do you get the same value?
Budget? Okay, budget still not go there. After this.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Okay, we will wait for that one. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, then the research, objective research. Okay, objective. So for the objective, make sure you have to relate, of course, with the problem statement. It's a standard, right? So you relate the problem statement with the objective. But for this case, you have to relate also with the research question. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, this is the research question. Okay, I have 3. For the objective, okay, this one. It is basically just the same, but instead of the question, it becomes the objective.
So kalau research question ada 3, objektif pun 3 lah, lebih kurang begitu kan?
Yes, you have to relate it.
Okay, relate. Okay.
If you have 3 research question, you have to produce 3 objective. Okay, for objective, number of objective and research question, okay, if not mistaken, they tell to create 3 to 5 objective and objective and research question. Okay, 3 to 5. Don't be too low and don't be too high. Okay, try to focus on 3 to 5 research question and objective of the research only. For the suggestion before, in 2021, they suggest for 2 years is 3. Okay, for 5 years is for 3 years is 5. Okay. That one is just a suggestion. Because you have to relate that with the what you call, where is it? The milestone, if not mistaken. Okay. So it's okay. This one 3 to 5. So basically objective is 3 to 5. Okay. Now the methodology. This one is quite important. Okay. Okay, methodology. You have to relate your activity, your your objective. Objective. Objective, I think. And your the budget. And also your other researcher. Okay. You already add.
Tengok atas lagi, balik semula Dr. Razman. Okay, description kita kena cerita apa? Dr. Razman tunjukkan macam ada 1, 2, 3 kan? Sekejap.
Description, where is it?
Tadi yang description tadi tu, research methodology. Okay, description of methodology. Okay, maknanya Dr. Razman buat 1, lepas tu ada apa dia punya tu
Yes, the activity.
Dia buat A, B, C, lepas tu result dia akan masuk journal, macam itu
Yes.
Okay, lepas tu simulation, okay, alright.
So that is the important when you do a methodology, okay, you have to relate what is your objective, okay. Try to relate with your objective. For me, I think not too much. Okay, this one is not in the objective actually, but try to relate the activity with your objective, okay. And then when you relate with the objective, what is the activity you want to do, okay, and who will do it, okay. So for example, you have other members, right? You have you have add other member. So because that member is, that's why you have to write, where is it? Okay, this one, okay, the role, okay. You have to specify the role, okay, because you have to relate the role with the methodology. Where is it? Methodology.
Okay.
Okay, this one. So, if not mistaken, I relate it. Okay, that is just a suggestion, but I think I relate it. Let me check first. Oh, I don't include. I don't relate with the researcher. Okay, I don't include. But if you want to relate to it, it's just a suggestion. Some suggest do it, but some suggest don't do it. Okay, so depend. Okay,
Okay.
so make sure you include the activity. Okay, what you want to do, and what tools or materials do you want to use. Okay, because you have to relate the methodology with the budget. Okay, so if the reviewer or panel look at your budget, they will look at the methodology where this material or equipment is used in the methodology. Okay, so make sure you write it. Okay, for example here I include 3 PV panel. Okay, TEG module. So in the budget I write PV panels and TEG module. So you have to relate it, and then heatsink. Okay, so I write the heatsink in the budget. So in the methodology I write the heatsink. Okay, so the equipment, of course, you have to list down the equipment used, okay, available or not, or you want to buy a new one. Okay, you have to include it and make sure you write it. So you have to use what? Power meter, oscilloscope, multimeter. Okay, so you have to write in the methodology. Okay, and of course, after complete the objective, okay, your methodology here. Okay, make sure you write the what is the output. Okay, what your plan the output is. Okay, where is it? Wait, I try to find the, okay, this one. Okay, before you create a methodology, actually they ask you for a flowchart. Okay, this one, flowchart.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to create a flowchart. Make sure you have the not only a simple flowchart, one straight line. Make sure you have a what happened if not successful, what to do and everything. Okay, so this one also they ask for a complete but a bit complex. Okay, don't make it a simple straight line. Okay, try to avoid it. And you have to also to relate this with the methodology lah. Okay, so okay, for this one, if you look here, okay, parameter extraction is here. Okay, this one, activity one. And then I have a simulation of energy management and MPPT. Okay, for this one, okay, you can see here, this is the MPPT, this is the TEG. So you have to relate with the flowchart. Okay, what happen if this activity is not available, what to do and everything. Okay, any question before I proceed? Okay, so for this one, make sure you have to include the materials, the equipment used, how to do it, and what is the output you expect. Okay, any question? Okay, if no, I continue with the activity.
Razman,
Yes?
flowchart tu just kita buat pakai ni lah, macam Razman pakai visual, pakai simple one lah, macam
Yeah,
Word ke apa
simple.
kan, tak ada yang tu je lah.
Nah.
Tapi mesti ada macam tu lah, dia punya tu lah, macam ni kan.
Yeah, you need to have the what you call other path.
Macam dia punya tu lah, dia punya
Multiple
apa ni, dia punya shape tu lah kan, apa bila macam ini, macam mana.
So I think many of you know, right? The start is this. The start is this shape. The end also this shape. And the process is this shape. Rectangular. And if you have a decision, make sure it is a rhombus, I think. Okay, I
Diamond,
think
something like diamond.
Yeah, diamond. So it is the standard.
Okay, macam itu lah kat situ.
Ah.
Ni pakai apa? Dr. Azman pakai apa? Flowchart, Visio
Yeah, Visio flowchart function.
Boleh
So,
ni Microsoft Visio
Yes, Visio, Microsoft Visio.
Boleh download ke? Bayar
UTM has by 2016. You can use it.
Okay, ada
Yes, available. But it is old one, 2013 or 16. Okay.
Alright, okay.
So you make sure you use a
Follow that
correct
one.
shape. Try to
Okay.
use a correct shape. Okay.
Sub-process kalau ada lah mesti kata tak apa lah. Tak apa.
Process must have.
No, I mean sub-process tu kan ada shape-shape macam tak apa kot.
Sub-process,
Yang penting ada process, decision, start, end tu je lah.
The important one is one. Process, decision, start and end.
Start, end. Okay.
The other one I think no need lah.
No need lah.
Yeah.
Tak.
Try to avoid.
Alright, okay.
Don't be too complex. I know some of you who done energy management, you have this one on page reference. Means that the flow chart is very complex. Try to avoid that. It's just a simple one, but not too simple. Okay. What else? Okay, activity. So activity is basically when you do this activity, you have to set the date, and then it will something like this. Okay.
Dia akan generate sendiri tu
Yeah.
Bawah tu dia generate sendiri lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Activity and a milestone. Okay. Before activity, I focus on the milestone first. Okay. Milestone. You have to make sure it is for 6 months because you have to send report for 6 months. Okay. So that's why you have to make sure for each 6 months you have to create one milestone. Okay. Create one milestone. So if you do 3 years, you have to have 6 milestone. Okay. 6 years, 6 milestone, and
2 years, 4 milestone.
2 years, 4 milestone. And the date, make sure it is correct. Okay. So 1 August, milestone, I suggest, wait, I have to remember back. Okay, this one is actually wrong. Try to set it February and November because that is the day you submit the report. Okay.
Kalau we start at August kan, August.
That is also a problem. So you start
end of
August.
February lah. Okay, end of February.
The first one is February.
Alright, okay.
Okay. February 2023 and then so on. But make sure the milestone, the last milestone is not out of this date.
Okay.
Where is it?
31st July, right?
31st July. Yeah, this one. Make sure the last one doesn't go outside this. Okay, the first one needs to be 6 months. Okay. You have to submit the report on the after the 6 months. Okay. Something like that. That is the target. Okay, because it's easier for you to fill out the report for the migrant. Okay. Where is it? Okay. So in here, that is the date. You have to number the date and then the percentage. Okay. So this one, there is no tip. Okay. Just divide it accordingly, I think. So this one, I don't have any tip. But for me, I just divide it. 25, 50, 75, 10. Okay. This one, you set yourself. Where is it? Okay, this one. So the description and then completion, the percentage, how many percentage of the project complete when you achieve this milestone, and then you set it. Okay. So February and November. Okay. Then after you create the milestone, okay. After you create the milestone, you can create the activity. Okay. Relate to the milestone. So for example, for the first milestone, I said that the parameter extraction. Okay. So for parameter extraction, you have to do what? Okay, what activity? Try to relate the activity with the milestone. Okay. So for example here, I have 4 activity that relates to this milestone. Okay, and then I have 2 activity relate to the second milestone. Okay, I have 1 activity relate to the third milestone, and last one I have 3 activity relate to.
Itu macam mana Dr. Azman nak relate tu?
Before.
Atasnya, okay.
Yeah, before the activity needs to be done before the milestone.
Alright.
Okay, so this one, okay, you can see here, this one is before the first milestone. Okay, the second one, okay, this one, okay, is before the second milestone.
Tak kisah ada overlap kan antara milestone tu, tak kisah.
It's okay, as long as for that milestone alone, it is before it. Okay, so for this one, this one and this one, it is the last milestone. Okay, something like that. Okay, try to relate.
Dr. Azman,
Yes.
minta maaf ya.
Yeah.
Gancat ni selalunya guna pakai software apa? Saya selalu guna Excel je.
Gancat?
Tapi tak berapa cantik lah.
Oh, this one auto generate.
Dia
Auto generate. Okay.
dia auto generate kan? Okay.
Okay.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. It should be here. Maybe I have to create it. It will create here.
Okay.
Automatically. Okay. Where I stop? I forget. Okay. This one. So, any question for the activity and the milestone? You have to relate with the methodology. For me, you can see here parameter extraction. Okay, parameter extraction is relate to here. This one. Okay, the full milestone, and of course the milestone relate to the activity. Okay, this one. Okay, this one, and this one is the milestone. Okay. And then this one, the what you call methodology. The second methodology is relate to the second milestone. Okay, where? Yeah, okay. Relate to the second milestone. Okay. And the third activity is relate to the third milestone. Okay. The third. Wait. Okay, the third one is the fourth milestone, and this one is relate to also this one. Okay. So I have 2 methodology with 2 milestone, something like that. Okay. Understand the relationship between the milestone and the methodology? Okay, and no problem, Okay, I move on to the next part. Okay, this one, novelty. What is the new finding? Okay, you have to write down what is the findings that you have. Okay, if not mistaken, for 2 years, I think 2 finding is good. But for 3 years, better 3 findings. Okay. So for this case, I put 4. Okay. So make sure just don't just put 1 finding. Try to make much more findings, because it can produce a higher potential for your proposal, because you have multiple findings. Okay, now is the next part is impact statement on quintuplic heat. How to say this? Quintuplix. Before this is quadruplix. Quadruple helix means that only 4, but right now is 5. So make sure you can relate what is your novelty, what your impact on the quadruplet helix. Okay, so you have to relate to the society, academia, government, industry, and the environment. So I think, if not mistaken, 5 also. Okay, I thought this is 4. Okay, so this one you have to relate impact on. Okay, for this one. Okay, for industry, what industry can benefit from the from the finding yet you done. Okay, from the research that you done. Okay, for the society where you can relate, maybe new works. Okay, for example, for me, if I successfully create this research, a new industry can emerge. Okay, that can produce a new work opportunity for the society. Okay, for the government, relate to the tax revenue, something like that. Okay, maybe cost of energy will be reduced in Malaysia because of this technology. Okay, reduce the emission. Okay, this one relate to the environment. Okay, so for academia, new method maybe. Okay, so make sure you relate the impact. Okay, this one I think Prof Isa also provide the briefing on this, the impact. Okay, how to write the quadruplic helix. Okay. Okay. Any question before I continue? Okay. No. So for publication, okay, this one. Okay. This one I think you have to check back the what you call the grant. Okay. I think it's available here. How to out yeah. Okay, so I think when you click the new, okay, you can see here I'm aware that each proposal might have at least 2 paper index journal. Okay, this one is Scopus journal. Okay, for our faculty, if not mistaken, it is index journal, and one of it should be in the Web of Science. Okay, so make sure you follow this. Okay. 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 So any question? So from this is the minimum. Okay, error and my side I think is considered also for this one. Okay. So make sure this is the minimum. Okay. One more thing. Okay, you have to consider is that actually the web of they don't write it, but it is better to relate your output here, Web of Science and Scopus, with the money you try to obtain. Okay, this one is just a suggestion. I don't know whether it is true or not. Okay, but this is just a suggestion. If you ask for 40,000, okay, at least you need to have one Web of Science. Okay, that is just a suggestion. Okay, for example, you have 80. Okay, you try to have 80,000. So better to have at least 2. Okay, and also provide the journal. Okay, they ask you what journal you want to publish. For the Scopus, which journal you want to publish. Okay, and make sure this one also relate to your methodology. Here. Sorry. This. Okay. Just look at here. Okay. So if you look here, yes.
Do you have a cooperation with industry?
Cooperation with industry?
Ada tak? Kena letak some proof, kita punya bukti ke apa dengan industri punya cooperation? Ada
yes.
tak?
You have to put. I think it's called what? Where is it? I think here. Additional info, research collaboration. Okay.
Is it compulsory?
No. For FRGS, it's not compulsory, but it's better to have it because you have a bonus. I think 5 mark bonus if you have collaboration with industry. Okay.
Did you put it in your collaboration?
I don't have industry.
Okay.
But it's better if you have industry linkage and or agency. But you have to create a what you call a letter. They have given the letter. Oh, they don't give the letter? Wait, I'm not sure whether I have the letter or not. Yeah, I don't store it. But actually, if you want, if you have a collaboration with the agency, okay, external agency, you can have the template of the letter, okay, fill down, and you have to have I don't remember who will approve it, but someone in the research TNCPI, I think, okay, have to approve it. So if you have a collaboration, make sure you include here in the research methodology. Okay, this one, methodology. Make sure what the industry will provide to you. You have to mention it in the methodology. Okay, good question. Any more question? Okay, so I continue with the next part, specific or potential application of the research. Okay, so specific potential application of the research. This one is okay. So this one is just relate to your application. What you will obtain from the research. Where is it? Okay, this one, new knowledge. Try to relate with this. Okay, so what is the output? Okay, maybe you can create a new implementation method or something. You have to include in this. And the next part is okay. This one, okay. So this one, of course, you have to follow. If 3 years, you have to produce 1 PhD. Okay. If 3 years, 1 PhD or 2 master research, or if you use 2 years, you have to have at least 1 master PhD. More is okay, but the minimum is that. Okay. And okay, this one also. Where is it? This one. I agree that the JRA, master or PhD student, is trained under the grant must be supervised by either myself as a leader or the co-researcher from the same situation. Okay. For example, if you don't have any student, okay, but your co-researcher, okay, in the UTM, okay, have the have student, you can apply it. Okay, you can ask the co-researcher your GRA to be used for the co-researcher. Okay, understand what this mean? Okay, no problem. Understand this? So if you cannot get the student for yourself, you can ask your co-researcher in the same university to use the student as the GRA. Okay. And then intellectual property. This one I suggest, if you have patent, you can do patent. Okay, and make sure you don't use the money from the FRGS to do the patent. If not mistaken, they don't allow for patent filing. Okay. But if you want to be easy, okay, because FRGS don't ask for patent, FRGS, maybe you can just do the copyright. Okay, copyright is easy because you have multiple output, right, from your research, so you can just patent it. Anything from software, the algorithm, maybe you can patent it, circuit design. Okay, and it's free. UTM will pay for the copyright. Okay, so I suggest maybe 1 patent for month. Okay, and try to put it in the in the methodology. For me, I think I don't put this one, but if you want, it's better for you to put the pattern inside there. Okay. Okay, we have complete the research information. Okay, now equipment and material. So equipment and material means that the equipment is already available. Okay. So if you have the equipment in the lab and you use it and show it in the research methodology, okay, you can add it here. Okay. So who is the owner, where is the location? Okay. So this one you have to add. Okay. Just to make sure that the equipment is available for your research. Okay. Any question for this?
Azman,
Yes.
yang ni access to equipment yang kita dah beli ke yang dah ada?
Already available.
Oh, maknanya kita kena cakap jugalah apa-apa yang ada.
Yeah. Because in your research methodology, you write to use, for example, you want to use oscilloscope. So the oscilloscope, where you want to add it, where you want to get it. You want to buy it. If you want to buy it, you put here. If already available, you have to put here. Okay. Understand the difference between this and this? This one is already available. Okay. If you want to borrow from somebody else, maybe you can write this also. Okay. Recording, Okay. When someone asks for the recording, if you want to know the recording, I just put at the website. Okay. You just click there, and maybe you just insert the title. Wait, Okay, I will put the title for this one. Wait. I will place the title as this one, so you can search in the website. Okay. Okay. Any more question before I proceed with the next one?
Website mana, doktor?
My website. So I give multiple link for my website.
Okay.
I put there multiple video actually. For the KPT.
people.utm.my
Yeah.
/Azman.ayub
Yes. So you can just search for example, this one.
Azman-Ayub, yes.
Yeah.
Ayub.
Klinik Permohonan Geran FRGS 2022 Fakulti. So you can search it. You can get the video. I will put there. Right now it's no, because I still don't upload it. But after this, maybe I will try to upload it in this website. Okay, because I have to finish it first, then I can share it. But right now I cannot share the video. Is that okay? That method? Okay. So next is budget. Okay. Budget is a bit difficult, because you have multiple things that you have to consider this one. Okay, you look at the bottom. Okay, they don't allow many things. Okay, if you have IEEE membership or any IR membership or something like that, IR payment. Okay, so you cannot use it.
Okay.
Okay. Purchase of reference material, this one cannot also. Maybe you want to buy a book, this one you cannot use. Okay.
ICT pun cannot. ICT, communication equipment pun cannot
Yeah, communication equipment, phone, printer, cartridge, this one cannot, except if you really must use it. Okay, for this one you need to have a very strong reason. Maybe if you want to do IoT, you have to have a phone that have to place in the outside of that location. So maybe that one is a very good reason. Okay. So if not, you cannot buy it. Okay. And of course, payment of electric and internet you cannot. And then office equipment, paper also cannot. Okay, purchase of storage equipment. Okay, this one also cannot. Hard disk, pen drive also cannot. But same as before, if you have a very good reason, usually IoT, you have to use this, right? So maybe that one they can exclude it. You can buy it, but for most of us, you cannot buy it. Okay. Okay, and then space. Okay, if you want to use space or rental, you cannot do it. Okay, you cannot use this money for space and rental for the place. Okay, and then this one already mentioned, intellectual property filing, you cannot use it. This one actually special for patent. Okay, patent is quite expensive. I think 20,000 ringgit. 20,000 ringgit, you cannot use it. Okay, so that's why I suggest for the FRGS, you have to use, you can use copyright only. Copyright is I think 10 ringgit I think. But 10 ringgit is paid by UTM, so no need to worry.
Dia tulis etc. tu, maknanya takut tu pun tak boleh? Boleh?
What? Which one?
Sebab dia tulis payment for intellectual property filing and etc. kan? Yang tu dia tak kira tu kan? Tadi Dr. Azman kata apa lagi satu tu yang murah tu apa?
Copyright.
Copyright tak apa kan?
No, copyright also cannot.
Cannot
Yeah.
Cannot lah.
Copyright can. UTM pay. UTM will pay. Copyright UTM will pay.
Okay, alright.
So you don't need to worry.
Okay, alright, okay. Tapi kita boleh purchase apa je, maknanya kita boleh purchase material je lah.
Material, equipment, okay. Material and equipment and the what you call allowance.
Equipment, office equipment tu tak boleh lah, tapi kalau macam meter-meter tu boleh kot.
Yeah, meter can.
Okay,
professional service, yeah. Journal?
Service boleh?
Yeah, service can. Service can.
Journal page charges boleh, okay.
Yeah, can. Okay, other related, not related to this one, of course lah. Cannot. Okay, can we take a break?
Accessories and equipment tu apa tu?
This one is the equipment. Okay, I will tell you later.
Yeah, okay, we take a short break. Okay, thank you, Dr. Azman.
Around 10 minutes, is it okay?
Okay, toilet break.
Yeah,
okay,
toilet break.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Boleh dengar tak?
Boleh.
Okay. So, sekejap saya kena uruskan EECS pula ni.
Ada meeting lain
Tak, apa ni, capstone minggu depan. Kena uruskan banyak benda macam tak siap lagi ni. Okay, tak apa. Saya pausekan dulu yang tu. Okay, jadi kita continue dengan bajet lah. Jadi kita dah nampak tadi benda-benda yang tak boleh. Sekejap saya check recording dulu. Okay, yang ni paling basic lah. 11. Apa dipanggil vote 11. Okay, vote 11 adalah allowance lah untuk pelajar GRA. Okay, so master adalah 2,000. Okay, maksimum untuk master adalah 2,000 untuk 2 tahun. Dan maksimum untuk PhD adalah 2,500 3 tahun. So boleh setkan lah. Kalau nak lebih tak boleh, nak kurang tak apa. Okay, kalau nak buat 2 orang kan macam ni kan. 2 kan. So kena pastikan balance lah. Okay. So untuk 2 orang tu saya tak pasti. Yang tu saya tak pernah tanya pula. Kalau nak buat 2 orang master. Okay. Tapi masukkanlah kat sini. Berapa tahun. Okay, contoh buat 3 tahun kan. So bajet tahun pertama berapa? Kalau macam sini nak ambil PhD kan. 2,500 memang nak maksimum betul lah. So 2,500 kali dengan 12. So 2,500 darab 12. Jadi 30,000 lah. So kat sini letak 30,000. Tahun kedua pun 30,000. Okay, tahun ketiga pun 30,000. So pastikan kosong betul Okay. So ni kalau nak ambil PhD lah.
10 nanti salah bagi.
Itulah saya risau kat ni. Sebab dia banyak sangat kosong kan. So hati-hati bila isi. Okay. Yang tu simple lah. Allowance memang wajib. Nak tak nak kena letak. Sebab ni adalah satu dia punya syarat untuk FRGS. Okay. Human capital, human talent. Okay. Oh sorry, in English right? Okay, we have English listener. So for GRA you cannot avoid
English listener ada kan? Ni okay, sorry.
Okay. So you have to add GRA. Okay, depend on your year. Okay, if you put 3 years. Okay, wait. It hangs. Wait. Okay. When it's safe, it will hang. Sorry. So this one, if you set your research in 3 years, you have to make sure that you need to have at least PhD, 1 PhD or 2 master. Okay. But if you set for 2 years, you need to have only 1 master. Okay. So that is mean by this. Okay. So make sure you write it correctly. So for this one, RM 2500 multiply by 12. 12 multiplied by 3. Okay. And make sure you write 1 PhD GRA. Okay. Add some explanation in the description. Okay. So okay, I think there is no problem here. For 2 years, of course, this one. Make sure not more than the limit. Okay. And for traveling, okay, if you want to travel and transport, okay, for example, you have to do some research at the other location, okay, or you want to go to conference, okay, make sure you include it here. Okay. So wait. So for my budget, I think I just put okay, 1,500 per conference, including travel. So for me, I go 2 times for conference. Means that you have to explain it in the description. Make sure you write it clearly how you want to use it. So I just copy this. Okay. So for hotel and travel, you just put it here. Okay, it hang again. Okay, it auto save. So when it is auto save, it will hang. Okay, wait. Okay. So if you don't want the function of auto save, you can just pause it. But it is a little bit dangerous lah, because you don't save it. Okay. So next is you include it 1500. Okay, 1500 and 1500. Okay, if you want to go to overseas, okay, you also can add it. Okay, so you have to detail it. What money you want to use? Okay, how many? For example, how many for the airline? Okay, for the food, for the taxi, for the airport and everything. Okay, so make sure you detail it in here. Okay. And make sure for overseas you only can go.
Cakap location mungkin kita ada potential location ke tak payah Cakap je lah kan.
If you have, maybe you can include it because it is related to the cost, right, of the plane.
Yes.
Yeah. For this one, I don't have actually. I just put it. Okay, maybe I will move this to another. Okay, do some environment. Okay.
Macam Dr. Azman bila hantar ni kan ada tak dia macam ask you to edit ke apa sebelum dapat tu? Ada tak?
No, for this one they just allow it.
Okay, alright.
And one more thing is important. You can only go one for overseas. Okay, check back the panduan apa bahasa Inggeris?
Guideline.
Yeah, the guideline of FRGS. Okay. So you check back. If not mistaken, they only allow one time. Okay. So for this one, you only can put in 1 year. Okay. So make sure you put it in 1 year overseas. And okay, this one check back. I'm not sure. This one. And what else? And you cannot ask your student to go to the overseas. You have to go to yourself. Either you or the research member, if not mistaken. So this one is a little bit tricky. So make sure you check back the guideline. Okay. Okay. This one is the the field work. Okay. If you have field work, you put it here. So this one is for the conference. For the conference, you put it here. But the field work, if you want to go somewhere else, you put it here. Sorry. Last time I said that you have to put here, right? Actually here. Okay, yeah, fieldwork. For me, I don't have any fieldwork, so I don't have it. So you can put it here. And for conference, for local and overseas conference, you have to make sure that is 20% from your total allocation. Okay, so make sure it is not more than the 20% of your total allocation. This is the total allocation. Okay. Okay, you can see here, just for the student is already 90,000 ringgit. So it is a lot. So if you don't want to put 2,500, maybe you can just put 2,000. It's not compulsory to use the maximum value. Okay, maybe you want to use 2,000. So clear this first. 2,000 multiplied by 12, you get 24. So 24,000. Okay, even 2,000 is already 72,000 ringgit. So GRA budget is quite high, So and there is no cap here. Okay, so what is next? So no problem with the vote 2100. It's simple, right? No problem. Only the overseas you have to check back. Okay, there is some limitation for this. Okay, and make sure it is less than 20%. Okay, next is rental. Okay, rental. I'm not sure what is it. I think
Rental of equipment ke?
Yeah.
Rental of equipment ke?
If not mistaken, rental of equipment, but you cannot rent a space. Space facility you cannot.
Tak boleh kan? Okay.
Okay, only for equipment. Okay, if you have to use some sort of oscilloscope. Not oscilloscope. The high voltage use what? Some camera, I think. I forget the name.
Maybe some sensor ke, measurement device.
Yeah, measurement device. Okay, maybe you can put it here, rental. Okay, you have to rent the equipment. Okay, you have to do this one. Okay, this one I am also not sure because for me, I don't have any rental. Okay, so this one maybe you can ask RMC for more detail. Okay, and it's also don't have any any limitation for this. Okay. Okay, but for this one also, if you have field work, make sure it is not more than 40% for total vote. So this one needs to be 20%, this one is 20%. Total needs to be 40% or less. Okay, be careful with the vote 21, they control it. Okay, rental don't have control. Okay. And this one, I think most of you will use this. Okay, research material and supplies. Okay, if you have, for example, you want to buy MOSFET, what else material? Silicon layer or something. Okay, PV, not PV. Anything that is, if you buy it, you will throw it away after the research done. Okay, means that it is not tangible, I think. Not tangible. It will broken. Okay. It will broken or maybe it cannot be used again after that. So that one is research material and supply. And of course, make sure you don't include any of this. Okay. Yeah, this one, office equipment purchase. Okay, this one also cannot. Okay. So where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, when it comes to vote 27, you have to make sure it is very detailed. You have to provide the quotation for each one. Okay, so make sure you provide the quotation. So for this, I think it's the same. Okay, because I just put two budget at different locations, but it's the same thing. Wait. Yeah, this one. Quotation. Okay, you have to separate it according to the vote. Okay, for 27. So you can see here I have list down all the equipment that needs to be buy. Okay. Okay, the price, the quantity you have to include, the unit. Okay, this the total. Okay, you have to include which year you want to place it. Okay, and you cannot just put the price. You have to include the link. Okay, Shopee also can. Okay, how much that is cost. Okay, for each item. Okay, you have to include, and you have to give reason. Okay, you have to defend why you have to buy this. Okay, why you have to buy each equipment. Okay, it's a simple, no need to worry too much. Okay, just for example here, for research TEG, of course, one of the source. Okay, heatsink to maintain. Okay, so you have to include everything. Okay, for this one, okay, the smooth transfer between heat. Okay, this one, everything. Okay, even the MOSFET, better you include it. Okay, in the power electronics, it is much more difficult because the component is very, very small. So you have to list down everything. So for me, I have 30. Okay, 30 materials, maybe. Okay, a lot of material I have to include. Okay, which under category. Try to avoid. You have to list down everything in the category because you have to put here. Where is it?
Kena ada attachment
Yeah, you need to have an attachment. Okay, you can see here I list down the component. Okay, some small component. Okay, and then inside that group of component, in the attachment, okay, you have to list down the detail more. Okay, and you have to give justification. Okay, and for each component, I think it's not compulsory, but it is, you have to better include it. But this one is compulsory, justification for each component. Okay, so understand how to do the what you call the justification, the quotation and justification. Okay, so this one is component from element 14. From the Shopee, you can also use. Okay, from other website, this one is Citron. Okay, and for this one is quotation, you can include it. I suggest you have a latest update on the quotation. Okay, it is much more better. But if you don't have time, maybe you can use the old quotation. Okay, and what else? Okay, sensor. Okay, Shopee. I think Shopee can be used. Okay, no problem. You can use Shopee. This is just to refer the price. Okay, if you can see here, I put PV and TEG under research material. Okay, so some said that you cannot put photovoltaic panel under research material because it is a equipment. Okay, some can tell can. Okay, so for this case, I'm not sure, but one thing you need to know, for research material, for the vote V2700, you don't have to register with the UTM, the QPA. Okay, if you know about QPA, it is a registration for the equipment in the lab. Okay, so the problem is when you register in the QPA, okay, you register QPA with the equipment, you have to make sure that the equipment, you know where is it, and after certain time you have to dispose the equipment. Okay, if you lost it, you have to pay it back. Okay, so that's why I suggest for research material, okay, it's better for you to put the research material for the component, the easily broken or very not too robust equipment. Okay, for example here, this one is not robust. Okay, it's very cheap and it's not robust. I suggest you just put in the research material, but I'm not sure whether it is can or not. Okay, so that is just a suggestion. I don't know whether you can place it there or not. But for the controller, something like this, okay, Xilinx and Adreno, this one easily broken, right? So you can just put in the research material. Okay, any question before I proceed? This one is okay, right? V2700. Okay, if no problem, next you can is the V2800. So maintenance and minor repair. So maintenance is minor repair means that if you have a old computer that you need to do some repair, okay, you can put it here. Okay. For upgrade, okay, some of some of them ask whether you can use to upgrade hard disk or not. Okay, for the old computer. Okay, that is the gray area actually. So this one you can say you cannot purchase storage equipment and this one. Okay, so this one is vote to 700 research material and supply. But in the repair means that you have to upgrade. Okay, so that one also purchase storage equipment, for example the hard disk and RAM. But that one is hard to say. Okay, so for this one maybe you can ask RMC for whether they will approve it or not. Okay, because if you want to upgrade your storage or RAM, you need to have a very strong argument, okay, strong justification. Maybe you can say that the PC cannot run properly. Okay, you can just add it. Okay, so this one is for PC lah. PC a bit tricky. Okay, you need to be double confirmed. Okay, but other equipment is okay. For example, your oscilloscope needs some calibration, your multimeter needs some calibration. Okay, so you can put it here. Okay, but make sure the equipment
Attachment
needs
ke?
Huh?
Kena letak attachment ke kalau macam itu? Contoh kan?
Yeah,
Dia
kena.
macam, tak payah
Yeah, you need to have attachment.
Kena letak
Yeah, the quotation. I think you can add. You have to add it here. Why cannot? It should be here. You add it
You have
here.
to put lah.
Oh, okay,
Alright,
okay.
okay.
It hang. Sorry.
Okay, so
Okay.
have to put everything, have to put attachment
Yeah. Not everything. This one, the rental, starting from rental.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So you need to have the quotation for the repair. Okay. Try to include it. What else? The quotation.
So better macam kita we budget our material berapa kan, maybe we should overestimate it kan. Contoh kita letak
Yes.
that is the total cost maybe 50,000 ke material.
Huh?
So we should put more lah, because sometimes we get less kan. Takut nanti we got the grant and then we don't have
That
enough
is
money
another
buy.
problem.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you do
because
any increment or any markup?
for me, I don't do it. Okay.
Okay.
Where is it? For example, PV, right? 550.
Yeah.
Yeah, I increase it a little bit.
Okay.
But the problem is, actually it's not enough. Usually for the supplier, okay, if you want to buy more than 5,000 ringgit, you need to have a supplier.
Maybe you should put the price there and then also the shipping, right? Because you put there just now 5 to 8. That's why it become 550, right?
Yeah.
Because there is a shipping price there.
Yeah, you have shipping price.
Okay, 11. So that's why it become almost 550.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yes.
try to mark up the price. And also one problem, I don't include I include the markup actually. Wait. Okay, you can see here, supplier markup 10%.
Okay.
So thank you for that. I forget to tell. Make sure when you buy, okay, you have include the the shipping fee, and as well as the supplier markup.
Supply markup from where? Is it in automatic in the proposal there? In the budget?
You have to make yourself. Okay, for example, my total is 3,000, right? 3,600. So I said that the supplier will increase 10% for the benefit, right?
Alright, okay.
So it will become something like this. Okay. Okay, 10%, standard 10%, but sometimes the supplier can mark up much more higher. So be careful with that. Okay. So this is important, the supplier markup. Okay, last time UTMER I have a problem of buying equipment and everything because I don't include the supplier markup. So better include it. Or you want to buy yourself? No markup, but make sure the price is low than 5,000 ringgit. Okay, you can use your money yourself. There is no markup. Okay. What else? Maintenance. Oh yeah. Okay. So you want to maintain, right? Maintain equipment. Okay. Make sure the equipment is in here. Very important. You place it here. If you want to maintain, for example, oscilloscope. Okay. Make sure you place the oscilloscope here. Okay. If you forget to place the oscilloscope here, you said that you want to maintain the oscilloscope, then it can be a problem because it's not used by your research. So why you want to do the maintenance for that equipment? Okay, so make sure you include here and as well as in the methodology. Where is the methodology? Okay, this one. Okay. So far so good,
Okay, alright.
Okay. So next is V2900. Okay. So 2900 is basically service. Okay. Any service consultancy. Okay. Courses and this one. Journal charge. Okay. So this one service, for example, if you want to do welding. Okay. You want to do some base for your research. Okay. Welding, installation fee or something, okay, include it here. Okay, so for example you have do some welding, okay, put here, and you have to add the quotation. Okay, if you don't have quotation, it's a little bit tricky. Sometimes they approve it, sometimes they not. I think for me, I don't have the quotation for welding, I think. Yeah. Okay, welding. I don't have quotation due to COVID-19. I just give this one something like that because it is true, because I cannot go find the quotation actually during that time, I think. Okay, so make sure you try to get the quotation first. Okay, and short-term cost, maybe for your research you don't know about that things too much, but there is a short-term cost. You can include it here and include the quotation. And make sure for this one, for 29, for short SEM and this one, it is maximum 5% only. It cannot be very high. Okay, somebody of you maybe like proofread. So proofread put here, professional service. Do some proofread. I think proofread still not locked. Okay, still not blocked by the grant. No, right? Proofread, I think you can use it. Okay, professional service. For software, I'm not sure. Software is called what? Grammarly, right? For Grammarly, I'm not sure. But for proofread service, yes, you can put it here. Okay, put the cost for which year you want to use it. Okay, and lastly, for the journal citation index, you have to include the detail. Where is it? Okay, this one. So for conference, try to give name. Okay, try to give this one. Okay, don't forget the scopus. Okay, some of you, because you already write in your this one, in the research info, you already write scopus, right? You write scopus. Okay, make sure you include it in the budget. Okay, because scopus usually not free. And for this case, I forget to write it. Okay, I forget to write the scopus. So this one, I have to do some environment after this. Okay, environment only can be done for 1 year. So if you do 2 years, you can only do environment 1 time. Okay, and for 3 years you can do 2 times. Okay, so make sure you write
that one, the quotation we got from where, Dr. Razman?
Oh, this one. Wait. This one is 29, right? Okay, 29. You can get from previous conference. Okay, for this
Okay.
one you can see here. From previous
Alright.
conference, you just put it. Okay. For this one, maybe you can include it. Okay.
But this is the conference, right? How about the journal, that one just now?
Journal also available. You
Available,
can just print screen it. Okay,
Okay.
how much does it cost? Okay, for this one, it's a little bit dangerous if you put the detail too much. Okay, for
Yes.
example, if you put ICECC, for example, they cancel ICECC that year, you can have a quite problem. So this one don't follow.
Okay. Don't
So
put specific lah. Just say conference.
yeah, conference. But for this one, you have to be specified because they ask it. Wait.
Which one?
Research info. You can see here publication. They ask
Yes.
for the specific. That's why I forget. I just follow that.
Can we put like more than one journal?
Yeah,
Because
you can put 10. No
no, I
problem.
mean we put the number of application. We put one, but name of journal we put the potential journal because we don't want
Yeah,
to put the journal and then we not being accepted.
yeah.
Correct?
That one is a suggestion. One of the suggestion. Okay. Try to do that. Because sometimes they rejected, so you have to be careful.
So is there any requirement?
For journal, this one.
Yeah, no, the research publication ni ada minimum requirement tak for like 2 years project, 3 year project ada tak?
This one.
Okay, this proposal must produce at least 2 paper. Okay, at
Yeah.
least lah. So we can put 2 lah. Okay,
Yeah.
2 only.
2 and 1 is Web of Science. This one is minimum, but usually the rule of thumb is usually 40,000 is one Web of Science.
Okay, sorry, 40,000, 1 way of sign.
Yeah, that is just suggestion. Okay, for example, if you want, you apply for 80,000, try to put it 2. Okay, that is just a suggestion, not a compulsory.
Yeah, but the student fee just now already 90,000, right? So
What?
3.
Yeah, it's already too expensive.
Yes, that means maybe we don't have to include when we want to say how many publication we want to publish.
Yeah,
Maybe we don't have to include those budget on the student, right? If not,
yeah,
it's already 90,000. That means
too
2 or
expensive.
2. Yeah.
So some of you put for JRA 1500, I think. This one. Some of IC is 1500, but the problem is it's harder to get student when the price is low. Okay. When it comes to PhD, some of the PhD, okay, already have family, so 1500 is not enough usually. So better target 2000. Okay, but the problem is 2000 is quite expensive. Okay, it is almost 72,000. Okay, and make sure this one is just a suggestion. It's not compulsory. The compulsory is this one, 2 paper, with one of it is Web of Science. Okay, but the rule of thumb, the suggestion is 40,000 one Web of Science. Even for me, I don't follow that. Okay, so if you look here, my publication is, where is it? Okay, only 2. Okay, 2 should be 80,000, but I asked for, where is it? The budget, right? Yep. Okay, I asked for 150. Okay, but I only apply for 2. Okay,
2 years.
no, 2 Web of Science.
Alright.
Yeah, in 2 years. Okay. So it's just a rule, not rule, a rule of thumb. Okay. You can follow it or you don't have to follow it. Okay. That is for the budget. Okay, make sure you include the Web of Science. Okay, Scopus. Web of Science, I think is a little bit tricky. Okay, for me, where is
You
it?
can put Sencon, right? Last time, like Sencon or
Yeah,
Picon.
Sencon. It is better if you just put general. Conference,
Yeah, general.
Scopus, and something like that. Okay. Okay, for Web of Science, you can see here. Okay, not this. Okay. So you can see here, this is where our sign is very expensive. Okay.
So is there let's say you because you put it very specific, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Razman.
Yeah.
So maybe when you got this one, you already got the grant, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you want to go to other conference, will RMC check this proposal carefully, and
Yes.
then they say you cannot go.
Probably I have to do environment first.
Alright, okay.
So make sure you don't
Where
focus too
you
much.
want to via?
Because of this, I put ICECC. Maybe
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to send it here. So even the solar energy, okay,
Yes.
just put warehouse sign. Okay, and be careful, warehouse sign is very expensive, right? I think around 3 to 4,000 USD. Okay, in Malaysian ringgit is around 14,000 to 16,000. Okay, maybe I just 14 to 16. So they will cut this. Okay, my correction is this one only. The problem is this one. It's too expensive, so they cut it. Okay, so that is just a suggestion. This one you have to be careful because they don't want you to pay up too much on the general APC. Okay, general charge. Okay, so this one be careful. What else?
Razman,
Yes.
do we need to mention types of conference specifically ke?
So actually no need.
Just put conference.
Yeah, it's better
General
because you cannot control, right? You cannot control whether they accept it or not. So this one is my mistake actually. This place. So better you just put conference plus corpus paper is something.
Okay.
Okay, or you just lump sum everything. Where our sign, maybe it is. Okay. Where our sign is quite expensive. They will cut it usually. Okay. Next is lastly the 3500 volt 35. Okay, accessory and equipment. So this one also the same, but this one usually for equipment. Okay, same method. You have to list down everything. Okay, you have to list down also here. Where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, and then you have to justify everything, and you have to include the price. Okay.
So you have to attach the price listing and also the quotation, right?
Yeah, everything. The quotation. Just print screen the Shopee.
Okay.
Okay. If you have the quotation itself, it's much more better. Make sure it is up to date. And what else? You have to add it here. Okay. And make sure it is related to your, of course, methodology. So in the methodology, make sure you mention the equipment that you want to buy. Okay. And also, don't mention the equipment inside here. If you want to buy it, okay, if you want to buy, don't mention it here.
Don't mention it here.
Yeah. For example, if you want, you already have oscilloscope, then in the budget, you want to buy another oscilloscope.
Okay,
They will reject it.
So it's better to put that blank lah. That section is better put it blank.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
in the budget,
Yeah, in the budget, for example, you want to buy oscilloscope here, avoid writing oscilloscope here.
Maybe they don't want duplicate, right? You
Yeah.
already have, you need to buy later. Yeah.
That's why they ask for this. They want to know the record. Yeah. And then this one, vote 35, you cannot be more than 40%. Okay. So be careful. Some
Vote
of it
35.
has limit. Yeah,
So
40%.
there is a vote maximum, and then short-term cost, and then also there is just now
Short-term cost?
short-term cost maximum 5%, and the other one
not short-term cost. The total here.
oh,
This
total,
one
okay.
and this
Vote
one. So be careful.
maximum 5%.
Wait. Oh yeah. Short-term cost only. Sorry.
Yeah, short-term cost 5%. So we have to make sure lah. Maximum like just now, maximum 20% for the travelling, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to see the constraint. We have to look at the constraint.
Overseas cannot be 20%. Yeah, sorry. This one.
Various vote details. Okay.
Overseas 20%, but the total work
total maximum
is
40%.
40%.
Okay.
So you have to look very careful with the what you call indentation of the word. Okay.
So that means the total vote including the GRA payment, right? Also,
Yeah,
right?
total GRA payment. So you can see
Yes.
here, GRA payment is quite high.
High, 90,000 already.
Yeah. So
Almost, 72,000 again.
you have to balance this out. Okay.
Okay. But then it's 2,000 excluding the fees and everything, accommodation, and student maybe don't want. So I think you have to make sure 2500.
2500.
You
This
have to
one.
make it maximum, right?
No,
You
no
put
need to be maximum.
Yes, I mean if you don't put 2500,
Okay.
then the student don't want to do because 2,000 they have to think about the accommodation and the fees,
Yeah.
the study fees, and then they left maybe less than 1,000 per month.
Yeah.
So how they want to survive? So maybe that's why they put there 2500 the max.
Okay, this one also be careful. I heard that if you want to put 2500, they have some other what you call? Syarat apa? Syarat in English apa?
Rule or some
uh,
other good rule.
yeah, some rule. Okay. I think it's 2300 only, and if you want to put 2500, I think they ask for pointer or something. I forget
Okay, alright.
the detail. Make sure you ask it first. The GRA, your research manager. Okay, you ask back your research manager. Okay, you know where to get, right? Research manager.
Yes, in the Radis.
In the Radis, you go. This one is your research manager. Okay, you contact her and ask for this one. Is there any limit? Okay, if not mistaken, it's 2-3. And if you want to ask 2-5, they usually ask for reason why you want to give 2-5. Okay, I don't know whether that one still apply here or not. Okay. What else? This one already complete, I think. Okay, just make sure you follow this. Don't buy this. Laptop also you cannot buy. Laptop, printer, mobile phone, cartridge you cannot buy.
Toner also cannot. Toner also cannot.
Toner cannot. Paper also cannot. Okay, pen, pencil cannot. File also cannot. Okay. So that one I think is already okay. You have to, of course, don't forget the attachment. And then additional info. This one is pattern search. Pattern search. Okay. So this one is the report. You can download it. Okay, I think you already have the talk right about this.
Okay, so Dr. Azman, forget. But this one apa? Pattern search.
Yeah, pattern search. I think in the CPD. How to?
So that one we need to fill in as well.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Pattern search. Pattern search is not compulsory for FRGS.
Yes.
But is a bonus. I think 5 mark if you do this, and it's very very simple. So you can go here. Look for the Taklimat Geran KPT, the first one. Okay. I think in the end they give the end. Yeah, this one. Wait, yeah, they talk about this. Okay. You can look back the video, or maybe I can show you a little bit.
Yeah, show me.
Okay.
Show us.
Actually, I
Show
don't
us,
remember too
please.
much, but
Thank
it's
you. Yes.
simple actually. You just go to the lens.
Lens.org.
Okay. And you search the field, I think. Pattern. Okay, and then go where? Okay, I actually don't remember. Sorry. But if you want to look it, you can look at the top. Okay. I think
Okay.
yeah, you can just put the keyword here, and then copy number of pattern. I think this one number of pattern, and then link. Okay, this one is this link. This top link, I think. Or I think there is a share button. It's much more shorter. I forget . Yeah, there is a share button. They give a very short link. Okay, I'm not sure. Can you check back the taklimat? Okay, they will show you how to do this. Okay, and pattern where is it?
And then we just print this one?
No, no
Or
need to print.
we just give the link?
You have to look the analysis. It's already different actually. Last time is different. Okay, this one share. Yeah, this one is the short link, I think.
Okay.
Okay, and then there is a analysis. This one, I think. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see the trend here.
Yes.
Okay, what is the trend? Okay, they will ask this one. Where is it? Okay, this one. Compulsory section. Trend upward, publication and pattern. Okay. So the pattern publication has a trend upward. Has okay. So this is a trick question. If not mistaken, it's trick question. Okay, if yes, then this is no. If no, is this yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So if up,
Okay.
down, we should answer what? So
Yeah.
just now
Make
we
sure
say
you don't
sometimes
put.
it's up, sometimes it's down.
Yeah. That's why they ask
Yes,
trend.
Yeah.
You have to look the trend. So trend here is up.
Up, yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
up. Okay.
But this year down.
Yeah, but this one is
Trend,
not
right?
trend. You have to look the trend. Trend means that overall. Okay. So make sure you don't put yes. Yes,
Yes, no.
because
Or no, yes.
is
But actually,
invert.
they want to see yes, no, right?
Yeah,
Upward trend, yes. Downward trend, no.
yeah. They want yes and no. Okay. So more detail you have to look at. I think this one is no need. Social science, right? Social science. Okay, this one you have to answer there. Collaborator, competitor. So this one you have to look everything here. Okay, competitor, I think, yeah, this one. Competitor, Citrix, IBM, something like that. Okay. Collaborator, yeah, that one I don't remember. You have to look back the top. Okay, you have to include, better because it is bonus, very easy bonus. Where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, so this one is a very easy bonus, and then you have to, okay, attach one. Oh yeah, attach that file. This one, you have to save it and attach it, and you have to do some summary of that report. Okay. So what is the landscape? This one is just a simple one. Okay, and the mark is quite large. Five mark, I think. Okay, for next one is the collaborator. Okay, make sure you have, if you have collaborator, you have to fill down the form actually. This one I think you have to ask the RMC to give the form. Okay, you have to fill it up. You have to sign with the industrial, and then TNCPI. I think I forget who will sign it with that one. So that one is a simple one. I think in the talk they give it also somewhere here. I think they talk about the collaboration. Okay, maybe you can look at it. Collaboration. This one good. Sorry, I don't remember where is it. I don't do the bookmark for this. Okay. So what else? Project. Okay. Risk assessment. Of course, you have to do a risk assessment. Okay. Is there any problem if you have a technical issue? Okay, that can cause the delay in the project, timing, budget, for example. Okay. For me is of course pandemic, COVID-19. Okay. And then you have to include it. Okay. So maybe student cannot come during pandemic. Okay. So you can assess whether the technical part is bad or not, timing, okay, budget. So you have to include it. Okay. What else? Okay, declaration. Of course, you have to mark everything. Okay. Try to read it. Okay. Work not done, approval from the body. Okay, this one I think ethic community is for bio. Okay, bio has that problem. Okay, so fundamental project I have. Okay, this one don't tick. I have an ongoing fundamental research grant. I think. Wait. Yeah. Some of it you don't have to tick. Don't tick everything. Be careful. Read it. Okay, so I have an ongoing. If you tick this, you cannot ask for the grant. Okay. What else?
Some we don't have to take. Okay.
Yeah. Make sure. Read it. Try to read it.
Okay.
It is strict. Okay.
Sometimes we think that like that we have to tick everything.
Yeah. So be careful.
Yeah. I think they just want to easily dismiss those who don't follow the rules.
It's long, right? We don't want to read it.
Yeah, because the grant is very limited. So those who didn't read carefully just being rejected.
Okay. So be careful that one. Appendix, I think you already include the flowchart, of course. The flowchart you need to include it in PDF. Don't give in VCO. What else?
So I thought we already put that in the no, we cannot put just now.
I think you can put
the
it.
Research info, no.
There
is Gantt chart already self-generated, right? Okay.
Yeah, this one attached. You have to attach the flowchart. The Gantt chart they can make it, but the flowchart they cannot.
So we have to put here, so we don't have to put in the appendix lah.
I think no need.
Okay.
Let me check first. Yes, you don't need. Okay.
But you put the budget and quotation in the appendix.
Yeah.
So the one that file you show us just now.
Yeah. When you put the flowchart, it will create at the back. Okay. Automatically.
Alright, automatic. Okay.
So for budget, I think this one just all. Okay. This one not compulsory. I just put everything inside here. This one overall lah. This one is not compulsory. Where is it? Okay. So appendix is not compulsory, but if you have anything that you want to add, for example, the collaboration with industry, you can put it here. Okay, and then this one after complete, you change to complete, and you what you call? Oh, this one if you don't have any empty not filled yet, they will give the error warning.
Okay.
Okay. After complete, you change it to complete, and then I forget. Check validation. I think they have submit button, and make sure you approve it. I think they don't give the warning. So this one, be careful and make sure you check back, and the application already submit. Oh, hang again. Okay, let me. Okay, when you submit, okay, this one is important because last time I heard about they submit it, but actually they don't submit it. So my application, I think they write submit here, status submit, if not mistaken. Okay, make sure your status already changed after you submit. If not, it is not submitted. Okay. Okay. Anything else? I think already complete, right? Already end. That's it. That is the only thing that you need to do for what? For the FRGS application. Is there any question? Everything okay? So research domain, make sure you choose it properly. I'm not sure whether 1 or 2. I think 1 only. You need to choose 1. This one in Prof. Isa talk. I think the Prof. Isa said only 1. Or check back the top. Okay. Research domain. I think this one is very important. Research domain. Make sure you choose the correct one. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Any more? Someone want to share the draft? Okay, the video I will put in here. In the post. Okay, you just search for the title of this clinic, right? Clinic something. Okay, I will place the name as. Oh, sorry, it's hang again. Okay, you just go. Oh, it's hang. Okay, just go to the website. Okay, just search for this one. Okay, clinic. Okay, I will put this as this name. Okay, any more question? Someone want to share? Because this is actually a clinic. It's not a talk actually. Okay.
Semua ni pesakit. Jumpa doktor. Bagi pil.
Bagi pil
Dr. Azman, saya pun macam ada macam TEG juga, algoritma. Saya baru jumpa satu paper ada macam, sebenarnya MPPT algoritma ada banyak. Dalam 19 ke apa kan. Dia ada direct, ada indirect, lepas tu dia ada cerita pasal yang famous ada 2-3 je. Sebenarnya banyak lagi orang tak explore. Jadi saya fikir macam itulah. Saya punya gap tu, saya lebih kepada explore ada MPPT algoritma yang orang tak explore kan.
That one I think can.
Tapi macam general macam Dr. Azman terus pergi kepada iron tu je, algoritma terus macam spesifik kan. Baik spesifik ke apa.
Better
Saya
specify.
takut nanti dia akan jatuh kepada yang tadi tu, ada wording yang tak boleh guna kan, takut macam itulah.
To explore. So, that one is something
boleh,
like
kan?
To explore. It's better to avoid because it seems like
kena spesifik lah kan.
You need to be specific. What is algorithm you want to use?
Means that Dr. Razban, we have to really clear what we are going to do.
Yes.
Right?
You need
sebelum,
to be
very clear. Baru kita boleh submit. Macam tu lah kot lah.
Betul.
Kita dalam proses nak cari gap, maksudnya kita tak boleh nak submit lah macam tu.
Betul.
You need to know the gap. The gap you want to explore that gap. That's why you cannot just put many method and something like that to explore many method. You have to specific. For example, what method you want to use.
So Dr. Razman, do you have any tips regarding to this? Macam you study berapa lama untuk dapatkan benda ni? Ke just macam mana?
Actually, this just play around. Actually, I don't expect to get it. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know whether this method is can be operate or not. Actually.
Tapi dia kata boleh guna to investigate, boleh to examine, to come out, to propose, to recommend. Yang nak avoid, to measure, to characterize, to synthesize.
Try to avoid lah. For me, I just avoid every word. That one. I just said I just want to test this algorithm whether it can work or not.
Possible ke kat tengah-tengah kita tukar? Kita cakap yang ni, tapi tengah-tengah kita tukar lah. Boleh tak?
That can be a problem because last time, I heard that last time they don't check it. The publication, the thesis of the student, they don't check it. But right now they check. The thesis of the student you put as a GRA needs to be the same as your research title. Not the same, but needs to be close. For example, your research, for example, my research is N-Lion, right? N-Lion, MPPT, and energy management, right? So my student needs to have all that keyword in the thesis. If different, it's not considered. That is the new, I think last year, I think start. Previously, no need. Okay, as long as you have paper and student, that's okay. Okay. Even the paper, I heard that they said they will check the title, check the research, whether it is related or not. So maybe it's a bit harder for you to give the money to other. Some previously, I think there is a practice that I pay for your conference, put my name and put the grant, right? With previously, but I think right now FRGS don't allow it. But I don't know whether they kuat-kuasa kan? Kuat-kuasa apa? Enforce it or not. It's a new thing. Okay, understand? Okay. Okay, Dr. Mahira, is it okay for my explanation? Okay.
Okay. Satisfied.
So, you already have the gap or not for your research?
Not sure.
That's the problem because the grant want us to have the gap already.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Another thing that, okay, make sure your research correspond with the government policy. For example, for me, right now the government wants renewable energy a lot, right? So my research focus on that. So it's easier for to get the grant if your research aligned with the Malaysian aim. Okay. Another thing, this is another key bonus mark I heard. Okay, try to get researcher from other university or another faculty. Okay, and maybe you need to have someone that has industrial. Okay, industrial. What you call industrial. Industrial knowledge lah. Okay, for me, I use Dr. Said name because he is from industry, right? So I use his name actually. And another one is I use another researcher from mechanical energy that research, his PhD research is on the TEG. Okay, so that can strengthen the proposal because you have a very a very familiar expert person on that field. And for Dr. Jas, I also put Dr. Jas role because he has a competency in the PV. So I said that in his role, he can provide the application, maybe the next steps towards the system itself. Okay, your collaborator or co-researcher is quite important. They also look on that.
Actually, what is the function of the collaborator in our research?
Collaborator, this one is a little bit tricky lah. I don't have collaborator, that's why I cannot explain too much. But it's actually usually to provide, for example, the equipment maybe. Okay, your collaborator can provide equipment, expertise. Maybe they are expert in that certain area. Maybe you can use that expertise when you do the research. Okay, you can mention it in the research methodology. So they can, when they see that you have the collaboration with the industry, it's much more better.
Means that we have to mention his role in our methodology.
Yes.
Right. Just not the collaborator, that's all. So tak boleh macam tu lah kan?
cannot just be collaborator. What collaborator want to do? This one from the previous talk, they said you need to mention what collaborator will do for you. Provide money, the provide money part is a bit tricky, I think. That one I'm not sure. If they involve money, I think there's some MOA, right? That one I don't understand.
Better not to mention about the
money. Maybe location, that one can be. Equipment.
location of the study, maybe, right?
Yeah, location of the study, equipment. What else? The expertise. That one is okay. But involve money is a bit tricky. Okay. What else? Ada apa-apa pertanyaan lagi? So, flowchart, I think I already mentioned it. Okay, pattern search. What else?
Tak ada kot kan, Dr. Nazman?
Itu je lah rasanya.
Finish kan?
Finish dah. Nak tunggu sampai pukul 1 ke?
Ayah kot.
Ya kot. Kena fikir ni nak buat apa ni.
Itulah.
Boleh. Nanti
sebab 20 hari bulan 20 hari bulan.
Okay. What?
20 hari bulan deadline kan?
Yeah, the deadline is 20 January I think, right?
Yes, 20. And then ada quick win pun ada juga. 14 ke apa, ada quick win punya grant kan. Nak apply juga tu. Apply je lah kan.
Yeah, try to apply everything.
Yes, then got bonus.
Yeah.
Quick win tu yang mana? Dr. Jelaki.
Quick win ada yang 50k tu. Quick win. Yang bagi dalam email.
Oh, ke.
Ada.
Quick win grant. Yes. Around 50k but 1 year only.
Yeah, that one is a little bit tricky, right? Because 1 year.
Yes.
You have to do it very fast.
Tapi dia ada bagi template lah, isi je, tak ada attachment kot. Kena letak attachment, rasa tak ada sangat.
Usually that grant is simple.
Maybe application kot, dia punya grant.
Dia ada sustainability, ada macam-macam. Ni UTM Space punya.
Oh.
Yes, tapi nampak boleh relate dengan app ke development, nak buat app ke apa kan. Macam nampak kan sekarang kan macam boleh bantu teaching and learning kan. Mungkin boleh relate pada situ lah. Yang ni yang paling susah nampak FRGS is bit more, you need to have a debt, okay, budget. And the cap is 250 kan. Maknanya if you aim for 250,000, then you have to put the cap. Maybe you can start from that, Dr. Nazman. You start backwards lah. Let's say you want to apply 250,000.
Okay.
And then you know the cap for a certain amount is 20%, 20%, 40%, then you can start from there.
Oh, no. You have to. Okay, because actually people usually don't apply for 2,000 and 50,000 ringgit. Usually the grant is applied only around 50 to 150.
Okay.
If you apply it too high, they can reject it, easily rejected. Because like if 2 years, 2,000 multiplied by 12 is 24,000, right? So for 2 year grant, 48,000 is already on the student GRA. So another maybe apply for 100,000 maybe feasible. Yeah, possible 100 to 150 is feasible.
60, around another 50,000 maybe half of the grant is for student, half of the grant is for the equipment and materials. Okay. Maybe like that is sensible, I think.
Yeah.
So how much do you get?
Okay, I apply 1500.
Yes.
150k and then I got 140k. That one is another tricks. Okay, you apply higher and then you can get the thing that you want. Try to apply higher.
So you apply for 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 years only.
Do you know Dr. Jasrul, how much he got?
I think
same.
The same, I think.
Almost the same. Okay.
Usually around that area, 50, 70 to 150.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't maximum the higher probability of rejection.
Yes, okay. But like you say just now, you don't expect. Okay, sometimes people don't expect. But the way I see your your grant application is very detailed. That's why maybe you got it. You are very detailed, and then the way you do like the flow of thoughts, right, from the methodology, all related. That means when the assessor see your grant application, he knows that you really know what you are trying to do, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like that.
It's not like you are doing it. You're doing the proposal just for the sake of, although you say you are not, you are you surprised you got the grant?
Yeah, very surprised because
Yes, okay.
I don't think ALO is applicable actually in the research.
ALO is what? Just not.
End-line optimization.
Okay, okay, and like maybe they see something new there.
Yeah.
That's why I think, because normally they maybe the what is it? The assessor know PNO, okay,
Yeah.
perturb and observe, or maybe they know the other PSO or something like that. Then they say NIA is something new.
Yeah,
So
it's something new.
worth to investigate or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one is another trick. Try to do something new. Don't. For
Yes.
example, PSO. Okay, in the title you said PSO. They don't like it because PSO is
Yes.
already saturated. You have
Yes,
to.
yes.
You give the title something new.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Very, 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 very useful.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah, but it's very hard, actually, FRGS.
Yeah. Very hard.
Once we got it, like I think yesterday they show Dr. Said Rahman, Prof. Said Rahman show, I think around 12 or something that got last year.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, from our school. The total is maybe 3 million something, right?
Yes.
1.3 million. I can't remember. But I think average only got 100 and something only.
Yeah.
But I think it's easier to find the master student, right?
Master student is much more easy than PhD because if you want to have PhD, you need to have a master student first, right?
Yes.
That's dangerous, and you do PhD. Okay, when you choose a PhD, for master it's easier because the student needs to have a degree only. Yeah. So depend on you. But this one is another trick. Okay. I think all of you are DS51, right? Here. Cik Zaki 45, I think much more lower, right? The what you call the the KPI.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know only the DS41 because I check it. Okay. I think
what is it? The requirement?
The wait.
Oh, the for each
yeah.
The grade is different, is it? Or the same? Different.
The limit I cannot show. I think that one is what you call sulit confidential, right? I cannot share the document, but I think for what you call for DS51 or DS52 is 32,000 ringgit for international grant. So my suggestion, if you want to get the full mark for the national grant, okay, public grant, okay, I suggest for 2 years you do 32 multiplied by 2, 64 minimum, okay, and for 3 years I suggest 32 multiplied by 3 is what?
Oh, so that is the Kai for Myra, right?
Yeah, no, Kai, not Kai for Myra, Kai for UTM, your mark for the grant.
Okay, for the LPPT.
Yeah, LPPT. Okay.
So that means 32 per year.
Per year, yeah. For the local grant.
Okay.
Yeah, public grant.
Okay, that means 64 lah minimum.
For 2 years.
But student already 48.
Yeah.
That means you have to put more lah. Okay.
Make sure you above that because you want to fulfill that.
Yeah, good, yes.
Yeah.
So sometimes there is a soft point as well. We need to know the soft point. Because sometimes when you put too high and then it's being rejected.
Yeah.
And maybe when you put too high, they will scrutinize harder.
Yeah.
Because they don't want simply. And then if you put too low, maybe they will scrutinize also. They will reject it easily. So maybe I think 100 to 150 may be the soft point.
Yeah, that is the good point for 3 years. Yeah. For 2 years, maybe you can put lower.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, what else? I think already cover everything. I think it's not too difficult, but for the what you call I forget. Last thing after complete everything, executive summary. Right? I forget to show. Wait, Okay. So you already fill everything up. Okay. And the last thing you need to do is the executive summary. So executive summary needs to be 300 word only. Okay. So executive summary needs to cover everything this. Problem statement, objective, research methodology, expected output. Okay. Significant output of the research. And you need to make sure it is simple and precise. Okay. Direct to the point. No need to explain the theory and everything. Not to you have to explain the methodology, but the theory, I think the literature review no need. Okay. So make sure you complete the summary of the research proposal after everything. Okay. Okay. So if there is no more question, I will like to end the session. Or you can go to another breakout room. I think there is an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5 breakout room you can join. Okay. Is that okay?
What? Can you repeat again? I don't hear.
Yes.
I beg your pardon just now. You say.
You can. I think I can end it because I already complete everything.
Yes.
So if you want to join another session, you can breakout session. I think there are another 5 session you can join. Okay. From Prof. 3 from Prof. And 2 from Professor Madia.
Yeah. Dr. Habibullah, Dr. Umar Yaakob, Dr. Haizal. Oh, Dr. Haizal also got.
Yeah.
From SKE too. Dr. Haizal maybe we can join them.
Yeah.
Try. Okay.
Okay. See you again after this.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Azman. Makan. Lunch.
Yeah. After this maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Welcome.